In this video, we will talk about the leak of the upcoming character Yuki in Chaos Zero Nightmare. There's two things about her that surprised me. First thing is a huge source. Overall, the character design is stunning. And the second thing is this card. For one turn, that card plus 20 hit. What the fuck is this? Just kidding. That card is from the English leak version. But that version doesn't feel right. That is why we will look at the Korean league version. I will talk about her card, ego skill, Epiphany. Also, we will compare with some other character card, as you can see. Especially, we will compare her with Haru. To make it easier for you guys to compare, I also did some math on both Haru and Yuki basic combo, as you can see here. And of course, we can look at her partner, Yuki banner, and also the partner banner as well. But remember that everything could change, and this is only the leaked version. There's not much to talk about basic card, so we will jump into her unique card. Her first card is 0 AP draw 1 attack card. I think this is draw her own attack card. Increase damage dealt by 20% for one turn. Next is 2 AP 180% damage to own enemy. And if inspiration, then -1 cost. We already know what is inspiration because there is a neutral card has this effect. Inspiration is when this card is drawn by ability, activate effect, excluding draw at the start of the turn. So overall, inspiration is not that easy to trigger because if you draw the card at the start of your turn, right, then there is no way for inspiration to activate unless you have her other special card. Next is 1 AP attack with retain effect 150%. Activate the inspiration effect of a random card in your hand. So this card has synergy with inspiration effect. And the next is her key upgrade card. 100% fixed damage to own enemy when you use. I think it is a card with inspiration effect. And the last card is another attack. 240% damage to own enemies. Inspiration plus 1 more hit. 20% less damage. Quick calculation. If this card is inspired, then it will be around 432% AoE damage. This is a huge number. If you have to compare this card with Lift Anchor, then for sure it's like 1000% better because it's 1 AP and that is 240% AoE damage. It's even stronger than Power Charge. 1 AP for only 180%. That is without inspiration. I don't know if this number makes to the live server, but if it is, then she will be more than the word broken with just this card. Overall, her basic card is about AoE, and if you have the ability to draw, then all her cards will be significantly stronger, way more AoE. Next, we will talk about her Epiphany. First, let's look at Prepare to Suppress. This is the monster card at the beginning of the video. But for sure, there is translation problem because no way it is 20 hit and no way it is like draw 2 plus 20% for one turn and retrieve at the same time. No way. So the Korean version is first retain, draw 1 attack card, increase damage dealt by that card by 40% for one turn, so just 20% more. Next is draw 1 attack card, increase damage dealt by attack card by 20% for one turn. The third one is draw 2 attack card, decrease damage dealt by that card by 20% for one turn. The fourth one is draw 1 attack card, increase damage dealt by that card by 20% for one turn. And if inspiration, draw 1 more. The fifth one is draw 1 attack card, draw 1 attack card at the start of your next turn as well. The two strongest Epiphany for this card, I think for sure, is draw 2. Even though there's 20% minus damage, is fine. And the first version, draw 1 attack card. On inspiration, then you can draw 1 more. This not only draw 2, but also have interaction with her upgrade unique card. We can also compare this with Haru ankle pointer, because this is also a 0 mana card draw. So the good point of this card is like it's always at least 20% damage, right? And this Epiphany when you can draw 2, but Haru draw the exact card. So ankle pointer is better in that perspective. Also, Haru can draw from the graveyard. Another good point for ankle pointer. But overall, I think if you compare these two cards alone, then they are equally good. Next is her Freezing Blade. The first one is 200% fixed damage to own enemy when you use a card with Inspiration effect activated. The second one is really good. Not only it is Outbreak of War, but also this version costs 0 AP. A bit less damage, 150% fixed damage to own enemy when you use a card with Inspiration effect activated. Third one is really interesting. It is 330% fixed damage to one random enemy when you use a card with Inspiration effect activated. So this gives her the ability to deal both single target and AoE at the same time. Really cool. The fourth one is increased 30% damage of attack card that attack all enemies. Not that good. The fifth one I think is at the start of your turn, activate the Inspiration effect of one random card in your hand. Yeah, I think the fourth one is not gonna be useful because it's only increased damage. The fifth one is also not gonna be used a lot because I think the way that you build her deck is like you will include a bunch of card draw. So you can draw her inspiration card and activate the inspiration effect. The third one gonna be good for boss fight. The second one gonna be really good for zero system because of its consistencies. The first one is just decent overall. And if you want to compare, then we can compare it with Hugo Hunting Instinct. So at 5 stack, Hugo Commander Hunt will do about 170% damage. So as you can see, 150% AoE is really, really high. The difference is Hugo Commander Hunt is really, really easy to proc. You just build it up with upgrade or skill card of another combatant, and then you activate it with targeted attack card. But with this card, you cannot activate many inspiration effect in a turn because not only you have to draw the inspiration card, but also you have to not start your turn with that card. So maybe you can only activate 1 or 2 per turn, so the damage is not that crazy, but somehow you can activate inspiration effect 4 times in a turn, then the number will be really, really impressive. As you can see, it's around 600 to 880% AoE or 13-20% single target damage. Not to mention, you can also duplicate. So in reality, the damage will be way higher. Next is her Trickery Strike. The first one is retain 180% damage, activate the inspiration effect of one of your cards in your hand. I think this is for sure you can choose. The second one is retrieve, activate the inspiration effect of one of your random card in your hand. The third one is activate the inspiration effect of all your card in your hand. The fourth one is 150%, draw one card which has inspiration effect. And the fifth one is 250% damage and minus one card while inspiration. The first 3 Epiphany is decent because it's just a way for you to activate your inspiration effect, right? The fourth one is really good because not only is a card draw, right? But when you draw the card, which has the inspiration effect, right? Then you also activate it. So maybe this is the best one. The fifth one is only good if you are really, really greedy to activate her Freezing Blade one more time. Last is Epiphany for her Flash. The first one is just straight up more damage. The second one is less damage, but if it gets inspiration, minus 2 cost. The third one is less damage with plus 1 more hit on inspiration. The fourth one is retain 220% damage plus 60% damage for every card you draw this turn, maximum 3. The fifth one is 300% damage to all enemy. -1 cost when used. The flip one has no inspiration, so it's kind of bad. Also, it's really expensive to just keep using it, like 3, 2 to 1. The auto throw is pretty decent, good AoE, or you can switch it to good single target damage. Last is her ego skill. It is a 300% damage to all enemy. Also move all your attack card to your draw pile. I think this is from your hand. And plus 50% more damage for every card that you move. So if you look at the number, Barrel Ego skill also costs 5 like Yuki and already does 350%, which is more. So this skill is really hard to use because if you use it early, then you will lose all your attack card. But if you use it after you use your attack card, then it only does 300%. The best situation is that when you're unlucky and you get all your inspiration attack card, right? Then you use the ego skill to get rid of all those attack card into your drop pile, right? And also you get more damage. Then you have the draw power to draw them back. After that, all the cards get inspired. Then you will do a really, really good turn, right? But that is best case. Most of the time, I think this skill will not be that useful. But it's acceptable because I think overall her kit is kind of really, really OP. Also, for you guys to compare her with Haru, I did some quick math for both of the character basic combo. For Yuki, we assume that we pick 4th Epiphany, so we have inspiration and we can draw 2. That is plus 20% on one attack. For Freezing Blade, we will pick the single target damage because then we can compare with Haru's single target damage. For Trickery Strike, we also pick the Inspiration Epiphany. And for Flash, I picked the common, 270% damage. With all of those cards, we will assume that we get so lucky. We will not draw any of the Inspiration card, and we only draw Freezing Blade at the start of our turn. Then Prepare to Suppress will give us 20% for one card. Flash will do 270 AoE for 1 AP. Trickery Strike will dare 260% single target damage and cost 0 AP. Iceberg Clip will do 432% AoE damage and cost 1 AP. With 4 Inspiration effects activate, and we use 4 of those cards, then Freezing Blade damage will be around 13-20% single target damage. And this is the total number. So we will have almost 700% AoE, 1600% single target damage, and we need 3 AP plus 2 card draw because we need to draw the Prepare to Suppress, and we need to draw 1 attack card because Prepare to Suppress already draw 2 attack card. The draw 2 part is not that hard because I think she is best paired with Nia, and you can draw for 0 mana with Nia Curiosity. And this is also, you pick the card as well out of 3. One more thing is that Nia has the ability to discard as well. So you can discard the inspiration card that you already have at the start of your turn, like this Milk Ascent, or even this one. It is really good. As you can see, you can discard 1, draw 2 cards of the owner card. It's like the perfect combo. You can draw 2, discard 2, or you can create multiple Adagio. So if you pair with Nia, then I think it's not that hard to do like crazy damage with her. Especially if you copy Freezing Blade, then you would do even more. We can also compare to Haru Burst combo with plus 1 hit, Epiphany for ankle shot, Retrieve ankle pointer, and Discharge energy. This is actually for 1 turn, plus 70% Haru attack card damage by each Haru card in her hand. So Haru combo is like contradictory to Yuki because you will need Charge energy, Lift ankle, ankle pointer, and ankle shot in your starting hand. But if you can do so, then Charge energy will give Haru 280% damage for only 1 AP, lift ankle plus 70% for 1 ankle. For 1 AP, then the first ankle will do about 12 60%. For 3 AP, the second and the third gonna do 11 20% for only 2 AP. So it's around 7 AP for 300 5000% single target damage. Higher number, but it's not that easy to get 7 AP. We also can compare only the first 2 angle shots. Then it will be around 2.4k single target damage for 5 AP. If you only compare the first and second angle shot, then for sure Yuki is way better because she does AoE damage as well. Overall, we can compare Yuki plus Nia with Haru plus Mika. Then I think for sure Yuki plus Nia is stronger because not only they have more AoE, but also it's easier to set up. The only plus die for Haru and Mika, if you set up correctly with this sort of water, can actually do 3500%, right? Also, this is her banner. There is Nia, really good. But I don't know why Lucas is here. This is the only downside if you decide to roll for Yuki. Also, this is her partner. Attack card of the assigned combatant drawn by their ability have their damage increased by 25% for 1 turn, plus 10% damage amount of the assigned combatant card with inspiration. The partner passive is really good. The downside is the ego skill. As you can see here, move 1 card from hand to draw pie and draw 1 assigned combatant card. This is decent, but it costs like 3 EP. So yeah, it's kind of bad because of the EP cost. And if you want, this is the partner banner. That is all the information. If you guys like the video, then press the like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. I will see you guys in the next one.